Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Total Extreme Wrestling here. Today we are doing No Way Out, which is currently 2 weeks away here in February. We're on the road to Wrestlemania, which is happening week 4 of March. We are in week 1 of February, so under 2 months away from the big one happening. Right now, the plan for Wrestlemania is Shawn Michaels and Steve Austin one-on-one for the championship. Mike Tyson, he'll have some involvement in that as well. Nation of Domination having a bit of a crisis. Farouk and The Rock having issues there. Still got the Gang War storyline going on. I don't know if that'll actually feature at WrestleMania, but it's something that we're going to feature over the next, couple months, I suppose, on TV anyways. Hart Family Redemption storyline, which features Owen Hart trying to get some revenge with D-Generation X after all the things that they've been able to do to him, screwing him out of the potential championship, screwing Bret Hart out of the championship, things like that. Marty Jannetty and Brian Pillman is about to start to kick off because Brian Pillman, I believe, is back in the company. So Pillman is back, which means we have a chance to return him on Raw, perhaps now, and we'll see how he goes in the future as a competitor and potentially as a potential lightweight champion against Marty Jannetty. Sonny and Sable, they'll do something at WrestleMania. We got 4 different teams in the tag division teaming up as well. We're going to see the Undertaker take on Kane at WrestleMania. No real surprise there. And of course, Vader and Mark Henry will also take place as well. So a new thing I want to do today for the stream is called Sub OG, which is Sub Owner Goal. One of the things I thought about is because we look at these owner goals that we get, and for example, Vader must hit 77 popularity, and some of them obviously we're going to achieve. Austin kept above 71. I mean, God, something catastrophe. We'd have to have a catastrophe for that to not happen. Brian Pillman above 53. That's a pretty difficult goal, but we've got 3 years to do it, so it's pretty easy to accomplish in the end. So what I was thinking is that let's have our subscribers of the stream be able to give me some goals to try and accomplish, and let's do it. Now, obviously, I know that we have, not a lot of subscribers, but if we have 10 people give me a goal, that's going to get pretty crazy. So I was thinking, maybe 10 people, for example, could give us a goal, and then maybe we vote on the best couple. We put a poll up. You guys can vote on which one you like the most, or which couple that you like the most. So that's something that I personally think we might trial here today. And I think we have a couple of subs. Eddie's there. Good to see Eddie here. Obviously, the Beastly King's here as well, which is good. So certainly something we could try and see how it goes. So just custom owner goals that the subscribers set. And the reason why subscribers, because that way, we give them a little bit extra perk, I suppose, for being a subscriber to the stream. So we've got to give them something extra, give them a bit of a thanks, and because we really love the subscribers here, and that, the subscribers help keep things ticking, allow me to keep streaming more. So I really thank them. So something that they can do to interact in the stream. So I don't know what kind of goals we're looking for. One of my ideas was the subscribers get to pick who wins and loses matches, but I thought that might be a little bit too much power, because they could say, well, hey, I want Austin to lose the title, and that would just throw us all off. But at the same time, I was also thinking, well, it would throw a spanner in the works, and we'd have to kind of, it would almost be like working with a Vince McMahon in a way. Vince McMahon changes his mind and wants this guy to be world champion all of a sudden, or something like that. So that was also the thinking behind it as well. Just have that crazy, diversion, crazy different things that could happen, just to make it more of a challenge, because, we are doing pretty well. We're having some good shows already, but, let's say, well, hey, Mark Henry has to be an upper mid-carder. Mark Henry needs to be competing in the main event division or something like that. Then we have to use Mark Henry in that role, and that would be a really challenging thing. So it'd kind of throw everything out of proportion a little bit, or give us one ultimate challenge to try and overcome. So that's something that we're going to trial today. And so if you are subscribed to the stream, have a think of perhaps a goal that you'd like for me to set. And the other thing was, how long will these goals last for? Obviously these owner goals here will have a time period. But so let's say, for example, Mark Henry needs to get to 60 popularity. You could say, all right, you need to get him to 60 popularity by SummerSlam. And that's obviously not a lot of time, but that's a big challenge to try and do. It's doable, but geez, that's going to be tough. So something along those lines could make things a little bit more exciting, a little bit more difficult at the same time, and yeah, just give us something else to work with. So that'll be something that we'll look to do. Alright, this is Raw is War. Let's take a look at the results. We kick things off with Sid Vicious showing up on Raw as a surprise. Kane and Paul Bearer named Sid Vicious as the representative for Kane in the Pick Your Poison match that's going to take place when the Undertaker will face Sid Vicious one-on-one. Cactus Jack will be Kane's opponent for the pay-per-view when the Undertaker announced Cactus, and it ended up being Sid and Cactus getting in a bit of a scuffle as Kane and Taker watched on. So the two Pick Your Poisons going at it tonight. Sid Vicious, a rating of great. Look, if Sid does a good job, we'll give him a permanent deal, because we're looking at potentially bringing in another big monster. Sid could be that guy, so this is a bit of a test to see if he's got what it takes. Mark Mero and Scorpio had a quick little match for the European Championship, 5-minute match. Mark Mero defends his championship. Afterwards, Vader tried to hit the ring to attack Mero, but Mero escaped with Sable, got away. Bradshaw and Fit Finlay had a 61 rated match, not bad. Blackjack 52, Finlay 56, 61 overall for that one. I like it, it's a good match. William Regal distracted Bradshaw to give Fit Finlay victory. Vader and Sunny were backstage when Sunny offered her services to be in the corner for Vader at No Way Out against Mark Mero, of course, because Sable is in Mero's corner. To even the odds, Sunny offered to be in Vader's corner, and Vader accepted. Why wouldn't he? Wow, nice match here between Ken Shamrock and Jeff Jarrett. They have great chemistry, so there's a big match you could potentially do down the line. I guess we'll write it down here. Chemistry, great. Shamrock and Jeff Jarrett. So definitely a feud that you could see for the Intercontinental Championship right there. 89 by Shamrock, 76 by Jarrett, 83 overall. Nice, very nice. Road Dogg on commentary. Farouk then cut a promo on The Rock. He was talking about the current leadership situation with the Nation of Domination, where things stand, and kind of letting us know that things are okay right now. And I mean right now. Cactus Jack did cut a promo on Sid Vicious about the match that's coming up next. This will be interesting. Let's see how both of these guys go. Both around the mid-75 popularity mark. What do you guys think Sid Vicious is going to do? I mean, I think it'll be a low 70s performance. I can't see him being great at all in the ring. I'd like to be surprised, but I just can't see it. So what are you guys thinking? I think, you guys think around the 60s. I was hoping low 70s, to be honest. Bubba, thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button, my man. Unfortunately, our alerts are broken still. I just can't fix it. I've given up on fixing it. But thank you so much, dude. I did see the sub. I really appreciate you, man. You're an absolute legend of the stream. And good news for you, Bubba, is we do have a new subscribe option coming soon. So we'll take a look at that in a minute. Okay, so you guys thinking around 67, 69, 68. Okay. He always sucks in every database. Yeah, he does. Which is why I haven't been that keen on signing him. Okay, so Cactus Jack and Sid Vicious 76, Cactus 82, Sid Vicious 69. So Sid Vicious got himself DQ'd when he went into an attacking raid. So he just beat down Cactus. Referee told him, hey, you got to cut it out. Stop, stop, stop. He wouldn't do it. Kept the attack going. He called for the DQ. Pretty easy way to make Sid look good without hurting Cactus, without giving him the win. So Cactus does pick up the DQ win. And Sid 69. So we're pretty close. We said it like low 70. So 69's not too bad. Not too bad for a replacement guy. Like, you know, we're bringing him in to do one match really, and he did okay. We also had a segment afterwards. It was 99 rated. So Kane and Sid Vicious beat down the Undertaker and Cactus Jack afterwards. So a 2-on-2 attack. Sid was already attacking Cactus. Undertaker came out to save Cactus, because obviously he doesn't want Cactus to be hurt for the No Way Out. Kane came out to even the odds, and eventually Kane and Sid Vicious got the better of them. So 99 rated for that segment, very, very nice. And that gives us an 85 overall show, 14,000 in attendance. Alright, so we had Raw is Raw, 14,000 in attendance. Goldust is back. Francine getting some offers. 22.04 rating. That's strong. That might be our best to date. Okay, so we had, as I said, 16 million rather, 537,000 viewers. 85 rated show. WCW, 81 rated show. Whoa! It's been done. The streak is over. Nitro, 21.76. Steiners versus the Outsiders, 82 is the main event. It's over. The streak, the WCW Nitro winning streak is finally over. And the funny thing is, we didn't even have probably our best card. I mean, Sid Vicious, of all people, is ratings. Sid is the reason why people tuned in, gave us the win. That big debut to start the show up, people went nuts for him. Holy crap, Sid Vicious is back in the World Wrestling Federation. We better tune in. Got us the TV rating, the big main event at the end. Nitro streak is over. So Sid equals ratings. Is that true? The Sid effect. Alright, Shotgun Saturday Night. Let's take a look at the results. Gangrel, Salvio Vega on the pre-show did not click at all. Gangrel 23, Salvio 43, 35 overall there. So wanted to get a bit of a look at Gangrel, see where he's at, get a bit of an idea of potentially how far away he is from the main roster. Obviously popularity is a thing, but 23 not exactly all that great. We then open things up with the Nation of Domination, a bit of a group meeting, coming in the ring, trying to hustle, trying to sort things out, trying to figure out who's going to be the leader going forward. Farouk certainly wants to be that guy. He's putting his services out there, and we're even going to have Farouk later on tonight be involved in a matchup as well to try and prove that he's worthy of that. Marty Jannetty got a victory over Jose Estrada. Jannetty, 61 performance. This is why we brought back Marty, and I think it's been a bit of a masterstroke. You know, a lot of people laughed at me, said, hey, why are you bringing back Marty Jannetty? I mean, really, this guy is a has-been, he's done, he's washed up. And most of the time I would have agreed with him, but Jannetty has been a masterstroke. Brought him back, he's been brilliant, 51. Afterwards, Marty Jannetty had a promo saying, hey, No Way Out, who wants a shot at the lightweight title? Anybody, come along, take your opportunity. It's an open challenge happening there. Headbangers versus Kai and Tai, 55 rated. Headbangers are good, around the 50 mark. Kai and Tai high 40s, mid to high 40s. Not bad overall. Two teams that probably are doing literally nothing that deserve to do a little bit more. So we gave them a matchup, and the Headbangers got a victory. Austin and Triple H hyped that one up because that's going to happen at No Way Out. We need to try and do a little bit more for that. And the main event was Farouk and Animal one-on-one. And it was 69 rated. Farouk 65, Animal 63. Pretty good. And in the end, of course, Farouk lost because The Rock interfered and accidentally hit Farouk. He was trying to help out Farouk. Or was he? And he cost Farouk the match. So more dissension in the nation. We also had Willie Regal on commentary, keeping his eye on Animal, of course, for the tag team championship match coming up in the future. 69 overall, there's two storylines there. And that's a 72 overall event. Obviously, thank that music video for that one. But you take it every night. The Shotgun Saturday Night, you take a 72 every single time. Alright, so this is Raw is Raw. Let's take a look at the results. Start things off with the pre-show. Goldust is back. 61 in-ring performance. So, considering he's got 54 popularity, 61's very good, and that means he could be back to being his best. Let's hope. 55 overall. Started off Raw with Vince, Steve Austin, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels all in the ring, hyping up a contract signing that's going to happen at No Way Out. And also, Triple H made a challenge for Steve Austin for the pay-per-view as well. So Austin and Triple H one-on-one will take place as well. Very good. We had Sable and Mark Mero team up to take on Vader and Sunny. A mixed tag team match, so a bit of an in-ring debut, if you will, for Sable and Sunny. Sable and Sunny were barely able to compete due to exhaustion. And Sunny and Vader had great chemistry when teaming together. Okay, there you go. Mero 57, Sable 34, Vader 78, Sunny 27. Hey, it was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, so that advances the feud a little bit there. Alright, so we probably need to edit their stats if anything. Steve Blackman destroyed the Honky Tonk Man, choked him out, and that was a 51. I like Blackman, I want to push him, I just kind of forget about him sometimes, so whenever I do remember, I want to make sure he looks good. High VO for Kane and Taker, 90. The Blackjacks versus the Godwins, 62. Wyndham 60, Bradshaw 58. Godwins around the 40 mark. 62, so that's pretty good. Like I said, the Blackjacks are a pretty handy team. Just don't like the gimmick. Afterwards, Regal and Finlay cut a promo on the Blackjacks. Argula and Brian Christopher had a 58 rated match themselves. Christopher 53, Argula 48. And of course, Marty Jannetty on commentary there because Jannetty's looking for a challenger, so he's thinking maybe Brian Christopher or Argula could be that open challenge. We then had the Nation of Domination backstage. Karma was getting in the way of an argument between The Rock and Farouk. They're backstage arguing, and Karma breaks it up, 78. Owen Hart cut a promo on Triple H, just to remind Triple H that he's not done with him yet. So we might have Owen Hart maybe interfere and screw Triple H over in the Austin match, just to advance that feud. Main event. Okay. Sid Vicious and Kane teamed up to take on The Undertaker and Cactus Jack. So finally, Taker actually has a match. So 86. So that was a way to get Kane and Taker to get involved physically without giving away the singles match, and also to hype up the Pick Your Poison as well. Get into the sneak preview there. Vicious, Sid Vicious, 67. Was okay. Kane was good, 80. Cactus 83, Taker 89 for the 86 overall. I like it. We had the 93, the closest show, so both teams are brawling away as Raw went off the air. So a big brawl erupted, and that was how we closed things out. So I don't know what the main event will be for No Way Out. I think Austin Triple H, you probably would say that is the main event. But Cactus and Taker might be good enough to steal that away and get us an even better match. Something to think about. Overall, an 86 rated show. Alright, so our emails, looks like Shawn Michaels is now causing more problems against Vader. So now everyone's got a tension with Vader. Oh, Shawn Michaels causing issues. 22.23 ratings, so we backed up last week's result with another positive performance. So there's a big chance here that we could get 2 weeks in a row winning the ratings battle. 12,000 in attendance, not a big crowd, but a good show, a good rating. WCW, they performed at 21.93, so we beat WCW again in the ratings. Their main event was a fatal four-way, pretty good one too. The Giant beat Kurt Hennig, Sting, and Bret Hart. But only got 83. That's a match on paper that should be much higher, but didn't quite deliver. Alright, this is No Way Out. Let's start things off. First match will be Sid Vicious versus The Undertaker. We started things off though with an elaborate entrance. The Dead Man getting a fancy little entrance before he comes out for his matchup. So Taker and Sid could be anything. It's really going to be heavily relying on The Undertaker to get the job done. Sid will probably be around the 70 mark, I'd say. Hopefully Undertaker's high 90, well, 90 would be good, around that mark, to get us in the middle, around the low 80s maybe. Alright, let's take a look. 78. Well, he was the high 90s, and Sid actually did perform better, 74. But, Undertaker suffered an injury. Calf strain. Sid and Taker actually have great chemistry. Well, there you go. Great chemistry. Not enough selling shown. Taker 96, Sid 74. And Sid was a little tired. We did risk it. We did go perhaps 1 or 2 extra minutes than I normally maybe would have. We did push it a little further. So, Taker, it's only a calf strain. Taker will be back. He'll be back fine. He's got 6 weeks to recover. That's a 1-week injury. Taker should be okay. Next match is Jannetty versus Kaz Hayashi. Just a lightweight match. Probably not going to be too much exciting there. Afterwards, we had... Ooh, there's heat on Sid. Ooh, Sid might not get offered a contract because of that. You don't want to hurt the top star. Well, Sid paid the price anyways, because after the match, Kane came out and chokeslammed Sid Vicious all the way to hell because he lost that match. So Kane not happy at all that his poison failed to affect the Undertaker at all, if you will. All right, next match being Marty Jannetty and Kaz Hayashi. 63. Well, Jack Warburton, he got that one right. 63. Jannetty 59. Kaz 49. I really see Kaz Hayashi as one of the top lightweights going forward. Certainly for Kaientai, I think he's going to be the name that will be their star in the group. So a good opportunity to see what he was made of. It was an open challenge, and Hayashi took the challenge. Jannetty got the better of him though and picked up the win. So there you go. Alright, so after this it's Vader and Mark Mero. But we also saw the big debut, or return if you will, a debut of the series of Brian Pillman, who came out and beat the living hell out of Marty Jannetty. And unfortunately, Jannetty beaten up, taken out, and Brian Pillman came back with the 57. That's not bad. Bit of a bang. And Jannetty was stretchered out of the building because of the attack by Pillman. So not good at all for Marty Jannetty, and a great way, I think, to kind of reintroduce Pillman and kind of wonder why. Why did he attack Marty Jannetty? What's going on? So Pillman is back. Alright, next is Mark Mero and Vader. 77. So best in the world. Gets that one right. I'm surprised that this hit 77. It was a 15-minute match, and Vader with a 79. Mark Mero 53. Mero defends the championship again, defeating Vader. So Mero 53, not great. I think it's kind of pretty evident that Mark Mero needs more popularity. If he's going to be anything, if we're going to get any value out of him, he needs to be around the 60 mark, because he's just not quite doing it. As a European champion, I want to give him a shot as a champion, see what he's like. But it's just not there. It's just not there with him. After this match, we've got the 8-man tag, the Nation of Domination versus Animal and Hawk, Thrasher and Mosh. Yeah, even I'm not really excited about that one. But that's next for everyone predicting at home. So 77, pretty good. You know, you'll take that. People wondering why it was that high. We had some decent storyline here. It's been a long-term story, and that was the end of the storyline between those two as well. Rick Rude and Road Dogg were in the ring talking some trash about Ken Shamrock, and Shamrock hit the ring and laid them out. So Shamrock getting a bit of revenge after they were talking some trash about Shamrock, and advancing that storyline a bit there. So 81, that should help Road Dogg, you know. And I think someone said in the chat earlier, well, why did you do that? Because it's not going to really help Road Dogg get popularity for WrestleMania. Any successful angle on a pay-per-view will really benefit the people involved. Even if they lose the angle, so to say, they should still have a bit of a game. Goldust. Oh no, we haven't done the 8-man yet. So Goldust and Lance Storm is next up, because this match got 66. Well, better than I thought. The Rock 71, Farouk 62, D'Lo 48, Karma 52, Mosh 47, Thrasher 51, Hawk 61, Animal 63. 8-man tag. We just kind of threw this one together just simply because we wanted the Nation of Domination to compete and lose. We wanted them to lose. We didn't really have any good opponents for them. We don't have any other 4-man stables for them to verse anymore. Now that DOA are only a 3-man group, Los Barricas. I guess you could have done Los Barricas, but it's heel versus heel if you do that. So it would have been even worse. This way we get these two teams on pay-per-view anyways. They get a win. D'Lo was beaten by a roll-up by Animal, so the Nation lose. And afterwards, well, Farouk, pissed off, he attacked The Rock. I think everyone was a little surprised, but Farouk actually attacked The Rock, perhaps hinting at a potential babyface turn for The Rock, as Farouk is desperate to try and hang on to the leadership of the Nation. Goldust and Lance Storm is next. Some of the predictions around the 70 mark. It's going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. I think Lance Storm doesn't have the popularity, but he's got the wrestling ability. And Goldust has got some good popularity, so this should be a good matchup. So let's take a look. 62, yeah, okay. Goldust, wow, 64. Lance Storm, 37. So it looks like Goldust is cured from his demons. Goldust is back on track, doing really well. This is the Goldust that we wanted. This is what I was hoping for. I think Goldust, hopefully he stays clean, he stays okay, but definitely could be an Intercontinental Champion, or definitely, at least in the short term, European Champion down the line. Well, next we've actually got the contract signing, but then after that we've got the Blackjacks versus the British Brawlers. So if you want to hit your prediction for that one. So 62, I don't know if I think Beastly and Best of the World got it right. I don't know if they said that afterwards or before, but if you said it before, well done. Alright, so afterwards Goldust cut a promo, just kind of letting everyone know that he's back, and he's excited to be back, blah blah blah. So 69 to try and reintroduce him back to the audience. Good promo. Mike Tyson made his debut, and he made his debut with a big over-the-top entrance and above average rating for his gimmick. That's okay. That's okay. In the short term and down the line do not belong in the same sentence. Well, down the line to me is like in the future, and short term's like the next 3 months. Down the line is like 9 months away, 6 to 9 months away. If you catch my drift. Look, it's 3 a.m. I'm trying my best to speak sentences properly. But yeah, so we had the contract signing next. 100 rated. That's awesome. Alright, contract signing. So we had a signing for the WWF title for WrestleMania, obviously between Austin and Michaels. And then Tyson was announced as a special guest referee. Very good. Very, very good. The Blackjacks and the British Brawlers are up next. 65 for this one. 53 by Wyndham. 57 by Bradshaw. Finley 56. Regal 61. Very good. Very, very good. Next up is Cactus Jack versus Kane. One of our big matches of the show. I like the British Brawlers. I think they're a really good tag team. Finley, despite not having the popularity, is performing really, really well. I think we're at a point where they might be the next... They might be our number 2 team. Now the New Age Outlaws are out, I think they're probably our second best team right now in the tag team division. So, yeah, very, very good. Very happy with them. So they'll definitely get a push. I think for WrestleMania, I think you'll probably see Legion of Doom hang on to the belts. And then maybe New Age Outlaws beat them after WrestleMania. Because that was always the plan, to give the belts to them. Okay, so Kane and Undertaker, we did a feud, a hype video for their feud, kind of touching on what's been going on there. But then we had Cactus Jack and Kane, so the chat around the mid-80s. I like that, mid-80s. So let's take a look at the results for Kane and the Undertaker. Let's hope it is around that mid-80 mark, and it is. Luckily, we didn't make this the main event. 77 in the end. So, in a superb match, Kane defeated Cactus when Kane escaped the cage. Cactus 82, Kane 76. I guess technically no storyline advancement, no storyline involved. There was no advancement, so I think Cactus is a minor involvement, so perhaps we just didn't have the storyline there. So that's kind of my bad. I think that'll be, yeah, that's the thing. We didn't have, yeah, so the minor involvement, not the major, kind of let us down there. So one little mistake, unfortunately. That's okay. That's okay. Next match is Austin versus Triple H. Love to know what you guys think about that one. But after the Kane and Cactus match, Undertaker attacked, the lights went out, Kane hit the ring, boom, choke slam, down goes Kane, poses, sets up Wrestlemania, Kane and Taker. So they picked their poison for the night, they were both successful, and now the focus is on each other. 92 for that segment. Very, very good. Okay, so next up we had a hype video for Triple H and Austin. It hit the 90, which is positive. That could be a good sign for what is to come. And you guys are saying low 90s, high 80s. Okay. Some are saying 95. I like the optimism. I like that. I'm with you. I'm really hoping that's going to be the case. So tonight's main event: Steve Austin and Triple H. No title on the line, just a one-on-one match. In fact, I think we only had one title on the line. No, two titles on the line. The European and the lightweight title all night. So, yeah, probably not the best idea to do that. But anyways, it is 94. Steve Austin 91, Triple H 84. A 94 rated. 94 rated match. And I think you can basically thank the angle that we did earlier in the night, the angle that we did previously on Raw, because the match itself was probably an 88, but because of the hot storyline, we were able to jump that up to the 94 mark. Very, very good. 94 in the end, and both guys did pretty good. Triple H, you know, he was my concern, but he did his job. 84 is a good performance. Steve Austin, 91, that's great as well. I'm happy about that. Very, very good. And of course, the other factor involved, Owen Hart got himself involved and distracted Triple H to screw him over. He screwed him over, cost him the match to set up Owen Hart and Triple H for WrestleMania. One last thing before No Way Out ends. It was a face-off. Michaels was on commentary for the match. He gets off commentary. Steve Austin's in the ring. He's celebrating the win. Michaels gets in his face. They talk trash. They're having a stare down. And they're about to go to a fight, go to blows. And all of a sudden, Triple H gets involved. He tries to break things up. The rest of the locker room try to get out there involved. And of course, Mike Tyson, of all people, he runs and hits the ring. He gets involved. All of a sudden, holy crap, is Mike Tyson going to attack? Is Mike Tyson going to fight someone? So that the mystique about that is involved there. As obviously Triple H, you know, he's trying to, you know, help Shawn Michaels. And Shawn Michaels and Steve Austin are about to try and fight each other. So a hot angle to close out No Way Out, to really suck the customers in to try and, you know, watch WrestleMania, I suppose. This is a way to entice people to want to watch WrestleMania, and a bit of hype around, a bit of, you know, mystique as well. You know, which side is Tyson on? So that's how we did that. And that was 100 rated in the end. So let's take a look at the overall result. I think strong main event, strong angle to finish. I think we're going to be mid-90s here, or maybe low 90s. So 92 in the end. So low 90, an A-rated show. You've always taken A. Always taken A. Especially when we didn't even have the world title on the line and didn't even have the IC title on the line. To get a 92, you got to take that one. You got to take that. 92. Put a 1 in the chat if you're happy about the 92, because I am. I think that was good. So I'm going to give Steve Austin, I'm going to give Vader some love. He did the JOB tonight, and I'll give Triple H some love as well. He had a good performance. Alrighty, so very, very good. Praise all these guys and their performances. Alright, we're on track. We're on track for WrestleMania. Things are going well. Shawn Michaels, this guy. I mean, seriously, Shawn. You're the World Wrestling Federation champion. You got DX, the Power Group. But you can't stop making issues with the whole entire roster. Everybody hates Vader now because of you. Everybody already hates Owen Hart because of you. Can you for 5 minutes keep your smile? Can you for 5 minutes stop causing issues? That'd be great. But yeah, so Michael's causing more issues. Now everybody hates Vader, so that's great. So Vader already jobbed out, and now everybody hates him. So life is going really well for Vader in the World Wrestling Federation right now. 0.82 as well for the buy rate. So I don't know about the history of our buy rates, but I'd have to say that's pretty close to being our best. Royal Rumble 0.88. So yeah, I'm wrong, but it's a good one. It's a good one nonetheless. So hopefully Cactus got a bit of improvement because he did have a good match in the end with Kane. Not the best, but good. Yeah, 77. So he was about 75. Bumped up a bit despite the loss. Kane. Whew, couple of good segments and he's bumped up to, he's getting close to around that 85 mark. He's around the 83 overall there. Shamrock, a little improvement, not a lot. Owen Hart didn't have much to do. Michaels, wow, now he's into the 90s. So obviously 2 massive segments on the one show is going to do that one for you. So doing very, very well there. Steve Austin, again, very similar. It's actually Austin, if you find, oh, I tell you what, he's very close to overtaking Shawn Michaels' popularity. He might already be there. Very, very close. So, Austin, we thought would probably be around the 88 mark, I'd say, for WrestleMania. Michaels probably around the 90, but we've done a good job to getting both of them 90 plus. Taker's getting up there as well, 88. That's positive. And Triple H now entering the 80s himself. So it goes to show, a couple of good segments on a pay-per-view, and it just rises everyone's popularity involved big time. So despite Triple H losing, he still gets a big gain in the end. And yes, so Vader, he did drop it down a little bit. I think Vader's pretty lucky to be a main eventer. I think he's, I'm going to call him up mid-carder at this point. Sorry, Vader. I'm just ruining Vader's week, aren't I? He's losing to Mark Mero, and now Shawn Michaels is making everyone hate him, and now I just made him from a main eventer to an upper mid card. God, I must just hate Vader. I don't, but I'm acting like I do.